For a now politician who's never been one before, the president-elect's new position is raising questions about what happens to his business, something Donald Trump has addressed on the campaign trail and will likely address again before taking the Oval Office. The unconventional president-elect now in an unprecedented position with a brand to think about. In Manhattan, Trump Place getting rid of the Trump name.
Renaming the buildings really makes no sense. It's silly.
A move by people who live there to separate Mr. Trump, the businessman, and Mr. President, the man who will run the country after years of running his own empire. With questions now about how he balances both.
I'm running a company while I'm doing this stuff. Can you believe it?
Take the Trump International Hotel, just 3 blocks from the White House. The building itself is owned by the federal government, in effect making the president-elect his own landlord. As president, Trump will be exempt from any conflict of interest laws, but how it looks might matter when it comes to dealing with nations where he owns properties. 65 in all, 500 companies in 22 countries, like China and Russia, nations certain to be at the center of U.S. foreign relations in the next 4 years. President-elect Trump has long said his children will take over his company's corner offices when he moves into the Oval Office.
We'll be in New York and we'll take care of the business. I think we're going to have a lot of fun doing it, and we're going to make him very proud.
But Democrats are now pouncing on Trump's pledge to form a blind trust, asking how blind it can really be with the children so involved in the transition, including son-in-law Jared Kushner. And while one senior government official tells NBC the president-elect's team has asked for Kushner to be included in the top-secret presidential daily briefing, the Trump campaign tells NBC News overnight this is not true. Top aide Kellyanne Conway drawing a distinction.
Well, no one said they're advisors to the president. They're his children. And so obviously they'll be supportive of his presidency. And they, of course, are running the Trump Corporation. Of course, they're going to be supportive of their father's presidency, but that's different from the business.
Illustrating the fine line Trump's family will have to walk, Ivanka Trump's brand, acknowledging it erred in sending a style alert to promote the bracelet she wore on 60 Minutes. Saying, like many of us, the company's still making adjustments post-election, just as come January, President Trump will do too. And this morning, the president-elect is taking to Twitter again, pushing back on the top-level security clearance request for his children, saying, I did not request it. This is a typically false news story. Meantime, the street is back to normal here outside the 21 Club, where, as we mentioned, the president-elect grabbed a meal with his family late last night without the pool of journalists who normally follow his movements. A lot of folks will be saying, so what? Or even good for him for enjoying a private meal with his family. Doing so solo breaks protocol for presidents and president-elects and underscores just how much we can expect the unexpected from President-elect Trump. A spokesperson for the president-elect tells NBC News this morning, we are still in the process of formalizing a protective pool structure and look forward to implementing that as soon as possible. Matt, Savannah.
All right, Hallie Jackson, hope you got a steak there. Thank you so much.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.